you guys pretty physical early, and I know that the slow starts have been a point of emphasis, but it seems like you guys were able to kind of set the tone there a little bit early.
Yeah, yeah. If you look back at the last two games, I mean, we started pretty slow the first half. Each of those last two games, and we going back to we started real slow. You know, in Albuquerque. So yeah, the emphasis is always to start fast.
You guys against the run, that running back has been pretty good over the last 3 weeks, but at the end of the day, I think Wyoming, picked up 2.1 yards per carry on 38 touches.
Right.
Pretty sound in the run defense, and you didn't have one of those, the ones that make the stats a little skewed, I guess, by hitting hitting a home run or anything.
Right. And like I said, that's the key. If you look back at our defense, you see that we're really good. We're fitting stuff right, or we're not fitting stuff right, or we're missing tackles. And that's every team. It comes down to just doing your job, and they can do their job and be pretty good.
What are you seeing of this young quarterback from Utah State?
That
Got some skills.
we have our work cut out for us once again. It's never easy. He throws a good ball. Very athletic. He had some runs. He hit the edge last week a couple times. He was out. So this kid, with his arm and then with his, he can hurt you either way. His arm or his legs.
As a DC, are you pretty impressed that a team can not lose one but three quarterbacks and still be able to be in the situation where they are, where they're playing for a chance to play for a conference championship?
Without a doubt, and the coaches there, they do a good job. I know a few of them on the staff, so they'll be ready to go. They've done a good job. Just going back, like I said earlier, for us, when you have injuries, you can't harp on that with your players. They're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, and they're going to relieve whatever you harp on. So if you have some injuries, right, you got to keep them going and keep them fighting. And I'm sure I ain't done a good job.
You lose Chance this week, Carstead, so you go back to Corey, you go to Dylan, who played quite a bit. What do you do there?
They'll both play. They both are playing, so they're with our injuries and just we don't have a whole lot of depth. All those guys play.
Chance was really coming on strong. How kind of tough is that? You lost him in the first quarter there, and I guess he was 3 tackles in the first couple of plays, and then he goes out, and then you lose it for that game and for the next game. How tough is that?
Very disappointing. He was a guy that was playing well for us. Physical, that's the one thing I think we realized. He was kind of the guy that was helping us out as far as the edge, tackling well. And he's a guy that's 6'2", 6'3", that has those long arms. So yeah, he'll be a big loss for us.
Conway Correa, 3 sacks last week. I know you guys had a little trouble with the quarterback consistently over the last few games. That wasn't a problem against Wyoming, obviously. You kind of set that tone.
Yeah, he came to me last week after last week's game. He told me he could play well. He told me that he owed me 2 games, so that was one. So he still owes me another one. So he needs to pay up on the one he owes me, the last one he owes me. So he played well. He's a guy that's active for us, and when he's getting sacks and we're getting out the quarterback, we can be pretty good.
You said the finer print on that agreement, was that 2 or 3 sacks in each of those 2 games, or?
We didn't go over the fine print, but he told me, he said, "Coach, I owe you 2 games." And so
it's one bad game equals 2 good games? That's the formula?
He told me that the last 2 games he didn't play.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to play, so he said he owed me.
You should have said you need 4.
Hey, I'm just taking it time. So.
Darian gets to the end zone. The guy the ball just keeps ending up in his hands. How does he keep doing this?
You know what? Going back to him, he's just disciplined. The way he plays is the way he goes out every day. It's funny when you see as far as our guys on our team that make plays are the guys that's always in here watching film. It's always asking questions. He's the guy that's always in here watching film. He wants to know exactly where his eyes should be. That really wasn't even his man. He was actually freed up, and so he was kind of, ended up in a certain spot. I'll take it.
I know it was special teams on the punt return from Dante, but there's Darian setting the block for him too, and those two guys. Second different way that Dante's found a way to get in the end zone this year.
Right, exactly. I was actually, at the time when it happened, I looked over at Mike in the box, and he was looking very comfortable over there sitting in the box because we had just scored 14 points and offense hadn't even been on the field at the time. And so I told him I was going wild. So, for me, when you score that fast, you got to get those guys up, because we're on the field again. And so for me, I didn't even get a chance to really enjoy it a lot.
What is it about Dante when he gets the ball in his hands? He's a guy that seems like he wants to try to get in that end zone every time.
Dynamic, he's he's a ultimate competitor. He wants to compete. He's a guy that even when he gets beat, he has that rare. He's that corner that even though he may get beat, he's gonna come back and just compete. So, of course, I don't want him to get beat, but at the same time, if you do get beat at that position, you have to come back and battle.
Got to play some young guys for a change. Any of those youngsters impress you Saturday?
Dylan Sumner Gardner, Joey's been playing for us. He's been in the rotation. Darren Lee got some action. I can't think who else. But, yeah. We don't have a lot of depth right now as it is, so they all been playing for us.
Joey's the guy that continues to get more involved. He's out there, first, second series now.
Right.
What's so impressive about him to where he's been able to kind of emerge in a group that obviously had a lot of talent
Right.
coming in this year?
Joey's athletic, and I think the game, towards the middle of the season, I think the game will start to slow down for him. So now he understands our scheme better, and you kind of saw over games he was getting a better feel for what we were trying to do. Now he knows it. So now he's an active guy, but he's long and he's very athletic. He can make space. And against this team we're playing this week, Utah State, they have athletes on the edge, and so they want to get the ball out on those edges. Obviously, right, they want to run the ball, but also they want to get their speed against our speed a little bit. So he's decided how he can make the plays.
Obviously, senior day on Saturday. When you look at the seniors on defense, obviously we're here the last couple of years, but when you look at what they've gone through, and I guess this year some of those guys have kind of either been battling injuries or haven't been able to maybe lost their role a little bit, I guess. Or how do you kind of look at what the seniors have meant to the defense and this year?
Just going back, they've gone through a lot. Who they originally signed under or were recruited by, may have left and may have gone. Some of them I recruited, then I left, then I came back. So, but your seniors are a heartbeat of your team. And when things were going wrong for us, they were the ones that kind of stood up, and just kept fighting. And here we are.
JoJo Nanson's, the little bit I saw last week's game, that's all I saw was him taking off through big open holes. What's he do that, obviously he's fast. What kind of challenge is he?
What else do you need besides being fast? He's athletic. He just causes problems. He can do so much. He's a receiver. He's a running back. He can be a quarterback for you. They use him well. They do a good job of getting their playmakers the ball. And he's a key guy that they want to get the ball to. And they find ways to get the ball. He won't be in one certain spot. They move him around a little bit, and he's fast.
Obviously, a lot on the line this week, and a chance to get to the championship game. What's kind of the buzz around this building with the coaches, the players, everybody? I would just seem to think this is everyone's amped up for this week.
For me, it was about me. They're all important. We kind of hit a mark where we were playing well after the game. And then we kind of hit a little skid. We weren't playing well, and I just kept it the same. It's always the same for me. It comes down to can you cover and can you tackle. Period. And so championship week, no championship week, first game, second game, 10th game, 11th game. If you can't cover, you can't tackle. You're gonna lose a football game, or you're gonna have a long game on defense. So for me, I just want us to get back to doing our job, you know, study the film, know your opponent,